So last night I got on YouTube and was watching a couple of matches that you had just to shoot the shit and open up a can of audio whoop-ass, which we already have done, and just shoot the shit about the business because so many people love to hear stories about life on the road or in the ring. I got a chance to watch right in the middle of the part of a match where you were working with Bill Goldberg. Goldberg, I think you probably worked with him a bunch of times. Which match were we watching a while ago?
That was number one. That was
the first one.
That was Halloween Havoc. It was for the world title. I was hot as hell. He was hot as hell.
Yeah.
Two baby faces.
Man, that was a good match. I'm halfway through it, but good psychology. I mean, the thing that I always liked about Bill, here's the thing. Back when I started getting real hot, right on my heels, Goldberg starts getting hot. Of course, you were getting hot too.
Yeah,
you were right in that same kind of parallel path.
Too, though. Yeah,
no, but to my point, there's Goldberg, and then, of course, you had your diehard WCW fans, your diehard WWF fans. So, I'd be going down an airport, and someone would say, Goldberg! I'm thinking, you motherfucker, I'm the original. And, of course, I talked to Bill. Bill's a good friend of mine, as he is yours.
Yes.
And, every now and then, he would get the Stone Cold. And it was like, he didn't want to be called Stone Cold, and I didn't want to be called Goldberg. But anyway, some great bumps in that match. And I never got a chance to work with Goldberg. That would have been a great match, obviously.
Yeah, you guys
for obvious reasons, the matchup, the look, the chemistry that I think we could have had. But Goldberg was an explosive, strong guy. And I think from a physicality standpoint, anybody can see that the dude's built like a brick shithouse.
Yeah.
But that dude was stronger than fuck.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, I brought my Doc, Doc West. I brought him with me to that, and laying out the match because this guy's only been working less than a year and a half.
Right.
You got to remember
was
that.
Was he that green in the business?
That green in the business.
That was a hell of a match.
And for us to have that, you could feel the cutting of it was just so thick with the people jacked up, and they just watched Hogan and Warrior go like 40 minutes.
Right.
And now what's happened after I get to the ring, 2/3 of the country don't ever see this match. They got to see it on Monday Nitro the next night, which I love because we did like
stop. Well, what do you mean Hogan and Warrior just went 40 minutes? Because that
3 o'clock. 3 hours.
3 hours.
3 hours.
So y'all went over.
We didn't. A third of the country saw us. 2/3, they had to repay these guys. This is a big pay-per-view, too, Warrior and Hogan.
Yeah.
So they had to pay these people. And it was the beauty of it for me. They had to play it on Nitro the next night.
Oh, that was prime time.
That was like an 8.2 rating.
Exactly.
But all the momentum, all the shit.
How was it working with Bill?
I loved it because we were buddies back. I met him in a strip joint 6 years before he ever got in the business.
Right.
And you know me, I was always like, dude, you should be doing this business.
Yeah.
He's got the look, the size,
the rap. His old man never scoring.
But he had a full head of hair. Mm-hmm. So when he shaved his head, I go,
damn, what did Bill look like with a full head of hair?
Different.
Yeah.
Not as intimidating.
Oh, yeah. He's got a
not
good
as
look.
intimidating. And his girl, Lisa, at the time, before he got married, and he was with Lisa a long time, she's the one who came up with that tribal thing. And nobody really had that tribal tattoo type thing back then. So it really did. You guys, I'll tell you what, and I got to put you both over because I think of this all the time. White man, bald head. It was Mr. Clean before that. It wasn't over.
Right.
You two guys, you made it fucking over for guys to shave their fucking heads. Because it looked good.
Well, people had been doing that shit way before I did it.
No, that dude got over with it. Over with it. Michael Jordan and Charles Barkley made it cool for brothers.
Yeah.
And then it slid over to this, and it was a good because it's a good look. And his was intimidating.